Hey guys, I how's it going? I don't know necessarily how good this is all going to come out. I kind of threw this together pretty last minute, if I'm being honest. Um, I don't believe that I uploaded in a bit, especially in the public domain. My last video was personal that I didn't upload to public that I ended up getting rid of because I was like the people that wanted to see it probably saw it, and if they didn't, and they didn't, just some personal stuff as I try to get center right. Just some personal stuff. Oop, I miss Bellhound. I miss Bellhound. Hi there. Still need to get used to it. Every time I look, I'm like looking one direction. It looks like I'm kind of flip flop. Hi. Sorry, this is already rambly as always. Let's let's not flash them your beehole, please. You want to be uh presentable, sort of. Ooh. She had herself a first pup cup um just yesterday, which was adorable to see. Never thought it would happen really, because we don't really do Starbucks. And yeah, we've got we've got a lot to talk about. We really do. Hi, baby. Listen tight. So where to begin? Um, I had a bit of a snafu. I'm not really gonna go into details of it, but I had made this big friend group, and you know, one thing led to another. Too many hands in the pot, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Some people came out of nowhere back into other people's lives, and everything kind of just got turned upside down. So the friend group is kind of splintered. An update on that. Everyone is still pretty cool with me, which I'm thankful for, and I'm happy that I get to keep all of my friends. But you know, it's not the same, and I wish that there wasn't so much misunderstanding and fighting and arguments or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much the short version. Is that I still have all the friends from the friend group, but we're kind of splintered because yeah, yeah, infighting. Let's say infighting, or something. But I'm still thankful for each and every one of them. Wish we were all still friends, but you know, it is what it is. Life happens, and you don't always get along. It's what happens. People fight. People have arguments. People have disagreements. So on and so forth. They're all still here. We're all still chummy on the hound front, which again I'm very thankful for, because I don't know. I'd probably be a wreck if I lost any of them, because they've all helped me out individually in their own way, or my own stages. What are you eating from the? It is amazing that you have managed to live this long. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why you would pick something up off the floor and just proceed to fucking munch on it. But I swear to God, if you decide to upchuck everywhere and anywhere, I'm going to be very upset. Because that was just nasty. Anyway, back on to, the real stuff. So, we've covered that tidbit of stuff. It's not a fun situation, and it is what it is. I can't change it. I don't have all the details or answers anyway. So, it's best to just kind of let it be and just continue my friendship with each and every one of them. Some other big stuff happened. I finally got myself a checking account, which is huge news. I know it's very sad that at the age of 27 that I'm just now opening up or getting a checking account. It's just we've already been down my history, my struggles to get a job, my reasons for not getting a job straight out of high school. We've already covered all that in many videos. Depressing story anyway. But yeah, so I finally have a checking account open, which is huge in and of itself. I'm still learning how to drive, which again might be embarrassing to some people's perspectives, but it is what it is. We all start somewhere. We all start, whether we're late in the game or not. We all start, and so that's still an ongoing thing. I'm driving a bit better than I have been previously. I'm still very stiff and rigid, I guess, for lack of a better word, when it comes to the whole steering and driving thing. And Twitch, we are back on Twitch, and I'm proud to be able to say that finally, throughout this entire journey, that I've finally made Twitch affiliate. We all know how I've been trying to reach like Twitch, YouTube affiliate or partner, whatever they have there. And it's been a lot of stop and go, but I finally reached Twitch affiliate on Twitch, obviously, and yeah, the possibility that I can actually start earning some kind of revenue from somewhere is a big deal for me. And I can't thank everyone enough for the fact that they have for all their support and the fact that they've joined in, rallied behind me, and were so passionate about helping me out, because honestly, I wouldn't I wouldn't be I wouldn't be here without it. I wouldn't be here. Um, so there's that, and probably a bit of uncomfortable news to report. I'm not really all that ready to give up on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel I started, and it became a huge pride and joy through all the sweat and the tears and the heartache and the like, oh man, I'm not doing as good as I was hoping I could do. I'm not reaching enough people. I've been at this for like 4 years. I would have imagined that I would have been a lot further along. But, it is what it is. And a lot of people keep telling me, you know, it's all about marketing. It's all about reaching out and building connections, which I didn't do at the start. You know, I just had a pocket of hopes and dreams, and I started the channel, and you know, gunned through it every chance I could. Recorded, you know, like at least weekly, you know, or bi-weekly at the very least when I could. Um, but we've been over this situation, right? I only have this tiny little laptop, um, and as it is, as of my current ventures of picking up YouTube, Twitch again. Sorry, I've already kind of been pushing my laptop to its limits, probably. Um, so we already know that I really don't want to try risking editing software and also my recording software, you know, put it on just this one laptop. It's not even like a gaming laptop or anything. It's just it's a VivoBook, I believe, for anyone who even knows what that is. Um Sorry if the table's moving. It's a Asus VivoBook, and it's not even like an up-to-date version. It's a S14/15. So it's like I think 8 or 9 years, I believe. Could be very wrong. Maybe 10 years. One of those two. Three. Moron. and so yeah, I've already kind of been asking too much of it as it is, and it's held out, you know, moderately good. We haven't had too many problems, and most of the problems that arose kind of came from me anyway. But yeah, I don't want to risk trying to add editing software to this already probably taxed laptop. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, editor friend is she's kind of been going through something. Um, and we haven't really talked a whole heck of a lot about editing and getting the videos out, because I do still have like a bunch of backlog, you know, I need to put out. Um, but she's got a lot going on. I mean, she's always kind of had a lot going on. She's kind of been in the same. She's been in a similar situation that I have been. Um, you know, struggling to get work and all that fun stuff of adulting in life. And she's got other stuff going on top of that. And so, you know, I haven't really pushed the issue or the envelope, you know, because she's been going through a lot. And, you know, she's here voluntarily, right? And so it would be fucked up if I demanded or, you know, kept pressuring her to, you know, be like, hey, you gonna get that video edited? You gonna get that video edited? You know, I think it was like last month or so, or a good number of weeks. She did mention, you know, like, I just realized I haven't been editing, you know, or whatever, something along those lines. Um, she's like, she said something about, you know, why didn't you remind me or something like that? And I was like, I just, you know, figured you had a lot going on. I didn't really think that you forgot. I just thought maybe, you know, you were taking a step back, or, you know, you were just done entirely. Because I mean, it had been a while since I've heard anything along the lines of editing coming through. And like I said, you know, she's strictly volunteer, so I don't want to put pressure, you know, and be like, hey, you know, I know you're doing this volunteer and free of charge. You got those edits for me? I know your life is pretty rough at the moment, but please get me those edits, please. Please. Why aren't you getting me those edits? Stuff like that. it would be so wrong to even try. So yeah, I don't know if or when she's going to get back to editing. We kind of we started this journey together, and it would certainly it would be a blow. It would be a blow to me to not have her at least in some portion, or trying to think of words, some capacity, in her involvement, her inclusion. But yeah, so right now I'm not entirely sure about the future of YouTube Blade Night Hound, whether it'll just be videos like this, me talking to you, or me uploading I don't know, uncut streams, because I'm kind of pursuing streaming now alongside of uploading to YouTube. And being that I might actually be able to start earning money on Twitch, I might as well pursue Twitch hard so I can start making something, you know, and so I can start putting any revenue that I get from it back into the channel. Maybe back into saving up for a computer, my first computer it would be. People wonder why I'm not tech savvy, because I'm 27 and I still haven't ever had a computer. But like, yeah, invest towards a computer, and stuff like that, and being able to keep doing what I'm really enjoying in life, and that's entertaining people, whether it's a small crowd, a big crowd, whatever. As long as people are happy and they're laughing, I'm feeling pretty over the moon, I guess you could say, because this is my passion, and this is all I've ever really wanted to do, or when I stumbled upon it and being like, hey, I might be able to do this, It's the only thing I've ever felt like I was moderately good at, decent, you know. The only thing that I've ever been motivated to pursue, and the only thing that I've ever really had fun in doing, as opposed to like work standards. And so, that's why I'm so die hard and desperate about it, is because I want to do this. I want to chase this dream, and I want to obtain it, I want to be able to prove that I can make something of myself as well. You know, whether they say it or not to my face, I've had that feeling in the back of my head that people don't really see much of me. Not that I've really saw much of myself either, but you know, I guess in a way too, if I chase my dream and I'm successful at it, in other people's views of success, I guess I'm gonna feel so much more validated about myself. As I pour my heart out to you guys, because I want to prove everyone wrong. I want to prove even myself wrong. Any time I've been doubted about this, and I just want to do some good, for once in my life. But yeah, this has been 20 minutes. I don't even know how many people are going to watch till the end, but that's pretty much all the updates. And I guess I finally have somewhat of a content creator job. As I try to navigate what it means to be affiliate on Twitch. I want to thank every single one of you who has tuned into one of my videos, has tuned into one of my live streams, has hit the subscribe button or the follow button, has left a comment or a chat in my live streams. Anybody who's just lurked in my live streams. Anybody who hasn't commented on my videos and has just watched them. I want to thank each and every one of you. Because this wouldn't be possible without you. It might be cliche, but it's the truth. And we're finally, after 4 long, hard, tireless years, finally making some headway. And I'm proud of us. And again, thank you each and every one of you. You'll never know how grateful I am. I hope you're all doing well. And until next time, I hope you all take care.